that camera is foggy. I need to degrease it. Hey, what's up everybody? Brian GCB, a guy with spicy memes, plural. Thanks for the subs, you guys. Redka Sovitz, thank you for the sub. Should probably clean this lens, huh? Hold on, you guys, 1 second. Okay. Quite foggy. That's much better. That is Acho Zex, thanks for the sub. Look at my little trash friend. What is this guy? What's he all about? Alright. Spacesuit Bumblebee. Alright, you guys. So, yes, I miss my games too. I am now out of Capri. And hopefully, oh, not hopefully, it seems that my modem, my mobile router is working with my computer because it wasn't working before. So hopefully now I can do some tests and play some games. And when I say do some tests, I mean, you know, make sure that it is fast enough. So Capri was fun. Kind of lived it by night though, I have to say. It was a fun trip, but we ended up in this little bar several nights in a row. So I definitely have a lot of photos to post and videos, which I couldn't. Look at this great panorama, you guys. Boom. Feels bad, man. Okay, so it does feel a little bad, man, because I went through this park thinking there would be an exit to that little port right there, and there's not. Oh, what's up? What's up to all the people that are coming through right now? Welcome to my channel. I am currently out of my home city in Los Angeles, and I've had a crazy, well, not so much crazy, but an odd month of bad connections, so I haven't been able to play any online games and have had some luck doing IRL stuff in place of my games. Portugal is a beautiful place. I've been a couple of times. Would always love to go back. Oh, take a book, leave a book. I love these things. They're the only book in English I definitely don't have an interest in reading. I've actually seen those take a book, leave a book posts in quite a few places in LA. Thieves don't read. Joking. I'm sure the best ones do, actually. What if you don't have a book? Well, bring it back. Or bring another one back another day. You know, try. So I don't know what I'm actually Salo is great for a foot tour. I think it's super beautiful. There isn't really much to do here anyways, except go around and look at the beauty of the lake. And I think that is the really cool thing about Europe in general, is that you don't have to have a lot of money to enjoy the simple, beautiful things in life. And people know how to appreciate life in a much different way. Just taking a stroll, for instance, I think it's really good for the mind. 200 years of music. Banda Cittadina di Salo. 200 years of music. Okay. And where is that band? So, through. Well, I actually have not purposefully limited my gaming time. I actually couldn't connect at all. At all. Will I play Teamfight Tactics? Yes, for sure. People are whistling and yelling, but you know, I don't respond to whistles, motherfucker. Ah, son. Okay, it's even nicer without the boats in view. Ah, Doberman. Yes, the best. So elegant. Beautiful, beautiful. Who is expecting more pasta? Yeah, I think I tried to take you guys to a lunch a little over a week ago, and I had terrible signal there, so it was a failed stream. But check that out. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. The dinner did work. That was a good dinner, but it got really dark and awkward. I hate eating like that in front of people. It's weird, but you know, I try to make it last as long as possible before I really had to dig in and eat. It was impossible to eat clams and stream. Okay, so after Capri, I was on a ferry boat and I didn't know I got seasick. I learned something new about myself, but I also think it was particular because I've been on a ferry quite a few times in my life, and this time I don't know what happened. Oh no, I actually do know what happened. I didn't know the boat was going, or the ferry was going to take off so quickly. Oop, turn that off. And it started to go. It started to take off. And I was standing, I hadn't sat down yet, and I my body slammed against a wall, and I think it just messed up my equilibrium way too much. And so for I think it was like a 1 hour trip, I was dying. I thought I was gonna pass out. It was really strange. So, yeah, I don't know where. I guess the day after that I didn't really sleep the night before that well. I haven't been sleeping well the past few nights actually. And tried to catch up on like a little bit of rest. Got some work done and then arrived here. Worked on some music yesterday and also didn't sleep really well at all last night, so definitely was unable to get any stream time in. And actually even in Capri there wasn't really much I could stream with you guys because I was taking out like a little tiny boat in the daytime and it was impossible. So if you guys have any thoughts or ideas on what to stream here, let me know. Look at the little house. Stream when you're not sleepy. Ha ha ha. Well, I had to get some time in today. no, this is not forbidden to swim in. And I love this lake. I think it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Because when I think of lakes, I think of dirty brown water. This water is so blue and so clean. I love it. And it has a very sweet smell. I don't know how to explain it. But at certain times of the day, it actually looks like the sea almost sometimes, depending on the light, depending on the weather. A lot of ducks because they're used to that tourist food, because this is full of restaurants. Now it's, what time is it, you guys? It's like 7:30. So right now this town has a lot of German, Austrian tourists, and they usually eat dinner now, and the Italians come out and have aperitivo, which is like kind of a social hour before dinner, where you can have a drink or a water, but the main point is that you're socializing with your friends. And it looks like they always do big outdoor events in the summer here. Hold on, I'm scrolling back. Restaurants and recommend to people when they go. It's going too fast. Like give people recommendations on where to go. It's all relative, really. I mean, this is cool. Look, they're setting up an outdoor catering event. So they'll probably have like live, it's Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday today? It's Wednesday, right? Yeah. So they'll do a lot of events like this throughout the summer. And of course I'm enjoying Italian food. Oh, there we go. That's a better view. Show you guys. Probably not free food. No. They have the tables dressed and everything. Set. Not dressed. What else is there to say about this beautiful place? They do all these wonderful events all summer long. But you don't need, again, like I was saying, you don't need to particularly come here and like partake in all these things. You could just walk around and kind of enjoy it all as well, which is really cool. Looks like a wedding setup. It's a normal Italian dinner. Okay, look at this. Gasparo da Salo, inventor del violino, inventor of the violin. 1540 to 1609. That's a pretty cool statue. Okay, I'm trying to translate what this said, because written on this statue is a quote by D'Annunzio, who's one of my favorite writers, but not necessarily people, if that makes sense. Here's the quote translated. We don't know if he's opening his chest to take out the violin or if he's opening the violin to put it in his heart. I mean, come on. Who else could write that but Denuncia? All right. I have no idea what that event is for, but I'm gonna guess they'll definitely have a live band. I was seeing signs actually yesterday for a lot of live stuff with music. Live events with music, sorry. Full. Everything is full. Summer has arrived, you guys. Have I considered getting the IRL backpack? Yes, I have. And I'll tell you, before I left on my trip, during my streams, I was talking about that a lot during my live streams, and I watched a lot of videos with them with the backpack, and I'm just still not super convinced that it will work in the kind of places that I would want to go to. Summer has been here a while. Yeah, I know, but people are actually getting a month off of work right now, so that's the real summer. I'm not convinced. Like, for instance, I actually got the modem that comes with, or the router that comes with the backpack. And in the past month, I went to Hawaii and I went to a few different cities in Italy, and I didn't have a lot of luck with the modem. So I'm not so convinced that like getting this whole backpack set up would be terribly worth it yet. I would like to test it out somehow first. And the type of things that I would like to do, honestly, right now it's not even necessary for what I'm doing. The things that I would like to do with it, like going up in the mountains, going on a bike ride, going on a hike. That's cool. Really active things where the backpack makes sense, where I don't have to hold the camera. I don't even know if the signal would be reliable enough. Do I change the SIM? No, so with the mobile router that comes with it, it automatically connects to the local towers, which is the real upside to having this thing. And let's say I'm in a place like this and my signal starts to go out, I can try and switch to another tower, which is also a really cool option, so you're not just bound to one tower or one provider locally. But it will also, say that happened right now and I tried to switch the signal, it would also interrupt the stream. So there's ups and downs to all of it. Wow, this table did not stop. Look at that, you guys. Skydiving. Yeah, that's not for me. Wheelbarrow full of wines. Yeah, kind of nice, huh? So, yeah, the mobile router, it's been better in the past week. So I hope it stays that way. It wasn't even working with my computer before, and now it is, so it's really strange. really, really strange. Remember when we used to ride in wheelbarrows? So fun as kids. I can think of many more fun things than jumping from a plane. I would have done it. When I was a kid, I thought I wanted to do it, and then I became an adult and I realized, nah, not for me. And I used to really love heights, so I don't know what changed. What country is next? I don't, probably back home, unless I decide to go somewhere else after this, but I doubt it. Yes, I am still in Italy. Yes. It's a fryer. It's a real fryer. Oh, I would love to go back to Japan. I've only been once, and I only went to Tokyo. The looks I get with this thing are hilarious, you guys. And I've never been to, no, I've never been to Denmark. Nope. I can't say I have. It is Salo. And the table is still going, you guys. It's insane. So, as you can see, it's still, there's people out everywhere, but it's still early, a little early for dinner. The table is for some big German Shepherd. Yes, so cute. I have no idea what it's for. It's some big event. Dinner on the lake. And my friends tell me that in this little piazza, in this square, in the winter time, they make an ice rink, which seems really fun. So you can go ice skating on the lake. You don't have to go indoors. Kind of cool. Don't vomit. That was like me on the ferry the other day. I was this close, this close. I just had to meditate in my mind to not vomit. I hate vomiting. It's the most vile thing ever. I'd rather have a fever than have to vomit. And there was crying babies everywhere. I was lucky enough to have like 2 ginger candies in my bag. That was probably saved me. No, I'm working on my solo music now. Oh, look at this, so cute. drying the pasta. They filmed, I forget which Bond it was. Casino Royale, which came after Casino Royale? Was it Casino Royale? No, the one after Casino Royale. The opening of that Bond, of that 007, if you go north from here, just not that far, 10 minutes by car.
Quantum of Solace.
Maybe a little bit more. Quantum of Solace. The opening of the movie, he's driving through these tunnels, and then he comes out. He basically like drives through there because the tunnel has little opening or large openings throughout, and he basically drives out of the tunnel through one of the archways into the lake, and then when he lands, it cuts, and he's like in Florence or somewhere that's definitely not the lake. And here you have Quantum of Solace, yes. This part of Salo is just full of shops. Little shops. And not so many crazy luxury ones like in Capri. Okay. Somebody, let's see. Okay, somebody was saying I should eat at places and do reviews on them or whatever while I'm traveling. That place is really good. Super good. It's classic. They do classic dishes. But you can just taste how fresh the food is. Oh, amazing. So good. Was it fun working with Pig? Yes. He is the man. Actually, we basically worked remotely since he lives in London and I live in Los Angeles. So we kind of just worked back and forth sending takes and tracks to each other. And I guess like half the stuff I've done has been remote, but it's always funny because when you're alone, it's a completely different experience. It's not like a true collaboration. But he has such a great and cheeky sense of humor, so I just kind of went wild with the takes, like just being goofy, really. And my friend was over and walked in my little office / studio while I was recording, not knowing, and I was going crazy just doing vocals. That was a moment. That was a good moment. But yeah, he's great to work with. Super hilarious. You've only heard about Salo from Pasolini's movie. That's one way to know about it. And Coil also has a track called Salo. This is a super old leather shop, which I'm outside of, and I can smell the leather outside of it. That's how good it is, but it's kind of old school and super expensive, but really old school style. But I appreciate the craftsmanship. This flask, picnic flask with 2 shot glasses and a bottle opener. Okay. Why am I so obsessed? I wouldn't say obsessed, but I appreciate the quality of life when you come here. far different than America, but Europe in general I really like, as I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. You know, people in Europe just have a different way of breathing and living and experiencing life and appreciating the smaller things, which I think is incredibly important for the mind. But in Italy, I also, of course, the food is one of a kind, but the Italian sense of humor and joy for life, I really appreciate. There's not a fear or tension, that huge tension that I feel like I have when I get back home. Just the opposite way of life, really. The longest life expectancy, those things always change, but those studies, but I do see Italy on the list a lot, and specifically Puglia has a really long, people from Puglia have a really long life expectancy. Smell of books. I like taking autograph or selfie? Is it scary to approach you? Well, here's the thing, we talked about this in one of the last streams. I have no problem if somebody is polite. However, if you're whistling at me, I don't respond. I'm from North Highlands. I'm from Sacramento, you guys. I learned how to, you know, keep the blinders on and keep walking. If somebody's nice and they approach me in a respectful way, no problem. I think I'm gonna get a drink here, you guys, because this is a super old, well-known bar. There you go, another tip for you guys. That I really love coming to whenever I'm here. I think the colors are beautiful. It's really great at sunset. It's called Basali, and they do really good pasticceria, which are little desserts, or you can get big ones, of course, and good aperitivo. So I'm gonna flip the camera so you can see it real quick.
Spritz e martini bianco. Martini bianco.
No, I'm gonna change it the other way. Whenever I go into a place, I think it's really rude to film people without asking. So usually if I sit down at a place, I will flip the camera around and like film nothing basically, especially when there's a lot of people outside walking around. I just think it's the polite thing to do. Am I hungover? No, it's called resting stoned face. If you're new to my channel and you don't know about the resting stone face, I invite you to a new lesson on resting stone face. But I am very weird. Dave B. If you guys want to sub and you have Amazon Prime, you can do so. I'll even put that. Okay, so we're in between two concrete